let's take a tiny minute to review your labs that you've been doing lately about kinetic and potential energy. So one lab was the bounce lab. So you needed to drop the ball and see after each bounce how high it went. Did it ever return to the dropping point? Let's review. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you couldn't see it bouncing really, but you could see it never bounced to this height again. So for things bouncing, the maximum potential energy is at the high dropping point. As it's bouncing, it hits the ground, has some friction. It also experiences fluid friction as it's falling through the air. So some of the energy is changed to thermal energy, which is heat. You also did an activity with the pendulum. So here I made a pendulum with a string tied to a pet toy. So let me pull it up to its highest point and release. 1, 2, 3. Did it ever go up to this highest point again? No, because as it's swinging through the air, the fluid friction is changing some of its motion energy into thermal energy or heat. So now let's see how this relates to roller coasters. In your assignment in which you had to design your own roller coaster and mark energy at different points, people did an outstanding job coming up with interesting themes and such and locating the maximum and minimum kinetic and potential energy. However, there's one thing you need to look out for. So if in this first example, say this is where the car goes tick, 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 tick and brings you up. When you go down and around this loop and around here, are you able to actually go higher than where you started? No, because the maximum gravitational potential energy is right there. So this first roller coaster, impossible. On the second one, you get towed up to the top. Whee! That one is fine because when your potential energy changes to kinetic and you still have the potential to go some more, you can get through this roller coaster because no point is higher than your starting point. So that is why we were learning about pendulums, bouncing balls, and roller coasters. Bye-bye.